Hey y'all, what's going on? So, first of all, before we get into this is actually episode 14 because last week I kind of messed up to where I thought it was episode 14 last week, but it was really 13. And one of y'all at least put that down in the comments for me, so now this is episode 14. After the set, it's the after party. And boy is it. So we start the episode off with Star and Cotton at this tattoo parlor, pretty much drunk off their asses and just talking up a storm because Cotton is worried about the fact that she's the father to this baby from her baby mama back when she was still Arnold. So, she's going through that internal conflict with herself over that situation, and the way how the motherfucking tattoo artist was looking at her when she said, "I really think that I'm the father." He said, "Well," I said, "Boy, shut up. Because you almost had me think the same way, and I'm not here for your bullshit. Okay, stop it. Stop it. I don't want it." So, I guess somebody has been watching my reviews, and they probably gave this to Lee Daniels, and they probably might have changed the script a little bit to kind of give Andy his storyline or whatever, because we get set to this white ass party where there's only 3 black waiters up in that bitch. So you already know it's definitely a white party if you got black waiters in it. And we see Andy speaking to his parents, who we find out who are both white as shit, and they adopted him when nobody wanted his ass. So that's his sob story, and that's pretty much Andy's storyline. That's pretty much his storyline throughout the remainder of this whole episode and probably throughout the rest of the season. Him worrying about pleasing his racist ass, small-minded parents. Because mind you, his parents is pretty much, or his adoptive parents are the important key to his storyline and his character and why everything is happening with him as of now. So they don't believe that he's going to make it as an artist because of the color of his skin, and that they're worried that he might be wasting their money on stuff that he might not be good at or might end up not going well the way that they want it to. So this gets him in his feelings because he's not getting the moral support from his parents, which is fucked up, by the way, because at the end of the day, you should have pride in your kid to understand their skills and help them guide to make better choices and support their decisions, because that's just what parents do. Parents are there to guide their kids and support their decisions and help them make better choices so that they can become better individuals and better adults. And at this point, for your case, Andy, you are a grown-ass man. You really don't need any more. You really do not need to look for acceptance from your parents if they're not going to be willing to give you the same acceptance or support in return. You are a grown-ass man. You are too old to be still looking for acceptance from people. You are too old to still be looking for that. Like, come on now. But whatever. But did y'all catch that black waiter who was standing there hearing Andy's story, and he felt like he looked like he was actually feeling his pain? I said, bitch. Bitch. Y'all ain't shit. Okay? Just wow. So back at the shop, Maurice discussed to Carlotta that he has a connection that will pretty much help the artists get themselves back on the map. And then we get Cassie, aka Brandy Norwood, back in the scene. I said, girl, I thought you done left, but I guess your contract kind of made you go out for at least another episode or two. And this is also part of the reason why Cassie's character is back. And I'm going to explain to you why. So, at that point, you know what? Let me get to that. You know what? Fuck it. Let me just get to that. So, Andy is, pretty much upset with his parents because of the fact that he's black. And Simone walks in after he gives off his bitch-ass rant to Angel, and she comes in giving Angel a cup of coffee. Andy's like, what the fuck is mine? I ain't your wife. You barely his. I said, bitch. That is so true, though. You barely his wife, bitch. So what you mean you ain't his wife? It's like, damn, y'all really giving Andy a real mad-ass backbone this episode, huh? Okay, I see y'all. I see y'all asses. So then we get to Alex, and this bitch is literally waking Noah up like they a married couple. Like, get up, sweetie. It's a new day. We gotta get moving. Have you made some new songs yet? Nah, baby, I ain't. Look, I'm working on it, but when it comes out, it's gonna be some hot tracks. You know what I mean? So it's like they over here making out and shit, and she goes in ahead and gives him a bag of bootleg Cocoa Puffs. I said, bitch, put them shits back. Put them shits back. And they're pretty much happy that Star finally accepted their relationship. And I'm like, y'all never needed the host acceptance in the first place, so why the fuck are y'all happy about that? The fuck? Bitch, if I was one of them, that bitch, Star would have been the least of my worries if I was one of them, please. The fuck do I need her acceptance for what? Then we get Megan Good as this lady named Natalie Knight, who is the CEO of Knight Records. I said fuck, because I haven't seen Megan Good since Think Like a Man 2. So I said, okay, fuck it up, Megan. Let's see what you got. So she comes in, letting everyone know that she's here to kind of help everybody out and get them to where they need to go. And here goes Andy. So we lost Soundhouse, so we get her. What you got is someone who knows how to break new artists to new audiences. Okay, Megan, you better put that bitch in his place. So she got everybody another gig at an HBCU university where they need to start making connections to the student audiences so that they can gain themselves a fan base to help make them more of a social pariety and help build them into becoming public figures and stuff like that. So at that point, Andy seemed interested because of its black culture. And then Star runs her mouth, and then Andy said, bitch, you slept with enough black dudes, you could be an Illuminati. I said, fuck me. I'm done. And this was only the first 20 minutes of the episode. I said, fuck me. So then we quickly get to find out that Natalie and Maurice were in a previous relationship, and now she's looking for a new one since he's with Carlotta. And I'm like, bitch, I already know where this storyline is going. Natalie is only doing this. She's only being part of this entire program and helping everybody else out just to get Maurice back. And she's doing every little way just to get him back since their relationship did not work out the last time. I said, girl, stop it. Stop it. I'm not here for it. Stop it. So Cotton opens up to Keisha, who we later find out is the lady who came in talking about, looking for Arnold and stuff. Come to find out that she might be Cotton's possible baby mother. So she comes in to let her know that Cotton is Arnold. And she's like, Jaden. The baby's name is Jaden. He came to see his father, not whatever you are. I said, bitch, don't come for Cotton like that, because I'll snatch you. I'll snatch your ugly crackhead looking ass. So then Carlotta meets with Noah to discuss their secret meeting to record for Noah to go ahead and record on the road and stuff like that, so that he can try to get his music back up, so that he can go ahead and get his startup to prove to all the agencies that he's really not a liability. And girl, you still are. Like, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody got time for your sorry ass. Like, we all know you're still a liability, but throughout this episode, Noah wasn't the fuckboy in this shit, okay? Noah was actually on his P's and Q's throughout this episode. So, that's real nice to know. But, bitch, you still a liability, in my eyes. And that's just that, So, I don't trust you, but at the same time, it is what it is. So then, pretty much, Hahil hears about the gig, and he starts flirting with Carlotta, and I'm like, boy, stop. You on the meds again. Stop. Y'all ain't shit, okay? Y'all ain't shit. Cause listen, I'm gonna tell y'all why. I've been on Instagram for a minute because Instagram tried it. They asked about what we thought about Derek and the bitch. I read some of y'all's comments, and y'all ain't shit. Y'all out here talking about I need Alex and Derek to work out. I need Derek and Alex to get back together. I don't like her. I hate her. No. All that other shit, like drop the bitch and all that stuff. I said, bitch, y'all ain't shit. Y'all so fucking funny. Like, I know there's more than that, and I wish I could scroll through and get through the rest, but we ain't got that much time in this video for all that. But leave that in the comments, and let's all talk about the bitch on the comment section. We can all talk trash about that all night long with that one. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's talk some shit. Okay, let's start some shit. Oh, here, I'll meet y'all on Instagram later on after this video. So, leading up to that, we get the both of them pretty much going through another one of Derek's appointments. Don't look at me that way. Like what? Like that. Like what? Like that. Don't look at me like that. Stop. Oh my gosh. You want a kiss? Yeah. Then his grandma walks in. So that's what I'm paying for now? Alex was your girlfriend, and I paid you to fix this, not to get your freak on. I'm gonna go. Yeah, you do that. So, are we still going for dinner tonight? Yeah. I knew the grandma ain't here for this bitch in Derek's BS. So, he pretty much lets her know that he is ready to leave the house and not be around her anymore. And she lets him know, oh, okay, it's on, bitch, because at the end of the day, this is my house, this is my rules, this is my bills, and you can always get the fuck out. Because this ain't your house, bitch. Your crippled ass. So then Carlotta and Natalie are discussing business plans, and already Natalie is understanding that Carlotta might be jealous of her connection with Maurice. And I can tell this is not going to be good for the girls. But at the same time, I come to realize that it really was Natalie who was literally jealous of Carlotta and her newfound relationship with her ex. So everything that Carlotta has done, Natalie has used in her defense as a negative aspect to make her look bad because she's practically jealous. And I'm sitting here like, Natalie, you ain't shit. I saw through your bullshit and I'm not here for it. I know exactly what the fuck you were doing. And so did Carlotta, bitch. Bye. Meanwhile, the girls are chilling, and Star and Simone discuss about Alex and how they had sex, and then they started going on Simone, talking about how her and Angel should have sex since they married now. I said no, bitch. Keep your legs closed. Do not let that fuck boy in your pants. Okay? Keep that cooch closed. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then they find out that Andy and Angel are already in Tallahassee getting attention from the students and throwing so much shade. So now they gotta get to work to kind of beat them. So then we get to the university to pretty much set up their little tent to kind of sell off some of their products so that they can actually get to have their own audiences to build their fan base. And they see the step team, and right there, that was giving me some HBCU vibes already. I liked what they had. Like, it was cute for what it was. Bitch, represent. Okay. So then they find Justin, the thief, at one of their tents trying to help to promote the group and use this to kind of steal more of their money. So him and Star start flirting. But Star dodges him to focus on the music, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. So the girls are trying to promote their stuff, and one of the customers pretty much starts acting fake around them, especially this one little groupie. I don't know what the fuck her name was, but she was a mad-ass groupie, and she looks like one with her little top tied up all the way near to her breastises to the point where her nips could slip the fuck out, and she was wearing booty shorts that didn't even look cute on her, and she's over here acting fake around the girls until Noah comes out of nowhere, and she's like, oh my gosh, Noah! Like, she starts prancing all over him, and she's like, you caught my DMs yet? Because, you know, you're kind of missing out on all of this, you know? I said, girl, if you don't move, Star and Alex are going to beat your ass. And sure enough, Alex comes over to let her know to step the fuck off, and that she's already feeling worried that their newfound relationship is being tested because of all these groupies that Noah is attracting. And at this point, it's not really his fault, but at the end of the day, like, you still should have saw this coming, Alex. Like, you really should have. So Andy and Angel are worried that Take 3 is gaining popularity. So Andy takes it upon himself to take the spot and sabotage their act to gain an audience of their own by promoting their version of the concert. So Star confronts him and tells him that you're an intern. Don't be mad at me because you don't know who the fuck you are. I said, oh, harsh but true. So that hits him hard in his feelings, and this prompts a musical number, and I said, go away. So back at the shop, Cassie is watching the store with Miss Bruce, and she needs someone to help get some drugs out of the shop to help make some money, since she's still under her personal debt that she put herself in, because mind you, Cassie, along with her mother, came in the first time trying to get some money out of Carlotta so that they can help themselves out with their personal needs. But since Carlotta refused and her mama left, that just leaves Cassie to continue trying to find somebody to make some money herself. And she tried that with Miss Bruce, but then Miss Bruce said no. And then Cotton comes in, letting her know. Actually, no. Cotton comes in, and Miss Bruce was like, how did it go with the baby mama? That already gave Cassie the idea about the situation with Cotton and Keisha. So Cassie confronts Cotton about the situation, and she's worried about, seeing the baby and whatnot. And, Cotton is a little bit weary because she doesn't want to sit here and, represent herself or make her look as if that she's like a bad person to be around, or that the child might not be hers, which is a very understandable feeling to go through, especially when you have a kid that you never knew about and you're just going through many phases as far as trying to figure out who the baby is, or whether or not the baby is even yours, or that you even had a real relationship with Keisha. I think they did, but honestly, I don't know if the baby is still theirs. So I can understand how Cotton might feel a little bit weary or a little bit, upset about the situation. So then Cassie pretty much forces her to let her know, listen, you need to go in there and you need to confront this face on. So we get back to Derek and the bitch making out, and his grandma comes in again. She starts digging through the fridge and eating all the food real loudly while he tries to thank her for believing in him and all this other bullshit. And then she turns on the TV the second that they was about to make out again. I said, bitch, this grandma, she was me, okay? She was me. I would have done the same damn thing. Like, bitch, you not finna come in my motherfucking house and literally try to make out and have your freak on with this bitch. Because let me tell you something, you want to come at me about privacy, bitch? You under my house, you under my rules, you under my bills. Don't forget that. And then on top of that, what privacy are you trying to keep? You can't even fuck her. You're still paralyzed from the waist down. You can only move your ankles. Your dick ain't helping yet. Your dick ain't working yet. Then she's still paralyzed, so you can't fuck her yet. So what am I stopping you from? I said, bitch, if you don't sit down. So then Take 3 performs at the college event, and they do a good job. And, their outfits were actually cute. A little tacky, but, it was cute for the most part. And then Andy goes and sabotages the performance by shutting off their demo music that they have playing over the performance. So at that point, that already lost them cool points from the audience. So then, literally right after, Star slashes his tires. Then him and Andy storms in and starts arguing with them to the point where they almost get into a fight. And then Justin comes into Star's defense. And then Simone comes into Star's defense after Angel starts being disrespectful and calls her a bitch. And even though I kind of agree that Star is a bitch, but at the end of the day, I don't think you want to mess with Star because Star will cut you. And Simone's, defended Star, and I was all the way here for it. Like, I like Simone better when she's making sense. And I think we can all agree to that. I think we all like Simone better when she's making sense. Right now, she's still making sense because she's still with this bitch. And later on in the episode, she kind of lets him know that she's always going to have her sister's back and that she's thinking about having a family with him. And I said, bitch, I'm through. I'm through. You better leave this illegal motherfucker right here. I don't give a fuck. You better leave this bitch. So, anywho, Hahil then confronts Carlotta for the ghost coming for his boys like that, and then he starts having heart palpitations, and that's when Carlotta finds out that he has heart issues, and she's pretty much upset mostly because he never told her. And honestly, I feel like he should have told her because at the end of the day, despite their beef, they still look out for each other, and that's what's up. But it just wouldn't be me. It really wouldn't. It just wouldn't be me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just playing around with this little handmade stress ball that I made. This shit cute, even though it's ugly as fuck, but it's cute. But anywho, Um, so then Maurice comes and confronts Carlotta for being jealous of Natalie, and he wasn't here for it, so he literally tried to check her because in his mind, he thinks that Carlotta allowed the girls to act out because he feels like that she's jealous of Natalie, so she's trying to make him look bad for the rep, but that wasn't the case. And Carlotta wasn't here for him trying to check her. So when the group ends up getting judged by the audience, Take 3 comes back with the step team and performs. And I said, yes, come the fuck through. Like, bitch, girl power. Like, okay, that little sisterhood, like, I'm loving it. Like, they got the step team performing with them and everything. Like, okay. Like, they always come through, and it's so fucking cute. So then it's like, you know, the girls eventually get a shout out on social media, and that's when Noah continues to fuck around with these groupies, especially the same groupie that was with him earlier the other day. So this ticks both Alex and Star off to the point where Alex is like, bitch, you better step the fuck off. Or what, bitch? So at that point, Alex almost picks a fight with the groupie bitch. And as soon as she walks off, Star literally throws her phone at her. I said, damn, nice shot, Bucky. Nice shot. Okay. So, of course, Alex is upset over this and she leaves, leaving Noah by himself. So Maurice confronts Star and Andy about the situation with their fight that night, and he fires Andy for being he fires Andy's job as being Andy lost his assistant job, pretty much. And I'm like, good, because karma is a bitch. You don't do some shiesty shit like that and think that you gonna get away with it. Girl, no. So then we get back to Derek and the bitch the third time, and he lets her know that she is important to him and he wants her. So he literally gets up to her and starts walking with crutches. And this amazes both her and his grandmother to the point where now she's real happy with him because she feels like that she actually did something with him during all those exercises that they had. But then his grandma gets a phone call saying something about a price wager from somebody who purchased a motherfucking jet. I said, girl, I'm telling you, that bitch is up to something. That bitch is up to something. So at this point, Cotton tries to confront her situation and actually wants to meet the child. So she meets up with Keisha to kind of get to reintroduce herself to her and kind of get to know her so that she can kind of be able to get to know more about the child that she's getting ready to meet. And she shows her a picture, which is kind of cute. And then Carlotta and Hahil comes in, and Cotton delivers the news that she's the father of the baby. So meanwhile, Andy is in his feelings about the fact that he lost his job of being an assistant. And then Simone comes in, and Andy practically kisses her ass trying to apologize to her for the whole situation that happened that night of that fight. And she brushes past both him and Andy. I said, good girl. Good girl. But of course she had to let her and Angel know that, you know, don't fuck with Star, but I'll still think about wanting to have a family with you. I said, damn, now you lost points, bitch. So then Andy comes out and finds Cassie, and he sings to her to get some money from her, and then they start singing, and this convinces her to take herself under his wing. And at this point, that's when I'm like, see, this is where Cassie comes in with Andy, because now that he lost his job, he's worried that he's not going to have money to support himself and to prove something to his foster parents. So he uses Cassie to get some money from her to keep his business so that he can go ahead and boost up his music career. Because mind you, earlier in the episode, he overheard her talking about her needing some money on the phone, and he tried not to say nothing about it, but now he knows what to do because he can get the money through Cassie. I said, you bitch. You broke, dirty bitch. So then we get to the end of the episode, and Star gets a tattoo about her mom and all that stuff, and revealing that her name is Star because her mother was never a star. She wanted her daughter to be one and shit like that. Then we get Natalie and Maurice bonding, and she talks about all the memories they had together, and that he already sees that she's only trying to flirt with him for a little bit, and that's when she walks over to let him know that she can give him whatever he wants as long as she gets him in return. And she starts caressing all up on his chest, getting ready to suck his dick, and I said, Megan, stop it. I liked you, but now I don't, okay? Your character is disgusting to me right now. But that was Star, everybody. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this shit, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.